Hi everybody, I'm Mike. This is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and today we're going to take a look at the Choate Machine and Tool SKS stock. Stick around. Maybe we'll learn something together. I was able to meet the guys from Choate Machine and Tool while at the NRA meeting in Indy this year. You can watch the video for that here. Fred was kind enough to send me this replacement stock for my SKS. I had a, it's still here, a Type 56 Chinese SKS imported by Norinco. It was in the Bakelite, well actually it's fiberglass, but it's that nice yellow, that nice brown red Bakelite color that they like so much. But anyhow, it's that fiberglass jungle stock, and you know, it's all numbers matching all the parts that I have to it. Unfortunately, when I bought it, it was in violation of the 922R. It didn't have the bayonet and didn't have the magazine. And if you don't have the rifle in as imported condition, you have to have a certain amount of American-made parts in order for it to be a legal rifle. So I decided to go ahead and replace the gas piston. I replaced the magazines with American-made magazines, so that counts as 3 parts. Plus, I replaced the handguard, which counts as a part, and the buttstock and such. So now, with a magazine inserted, this is a fully 922R compliant rifle. Someone also took and ground the lips off the bottom of the bolt to make this a so that you can insert and remove the detachable magazines with the bolt closed. Normally you have to have the bolt open to do that with an SKS, but since that destroyed all collector value of it, because it'll never be numbers matching again, I don't feel bad about putting this in a replacement stock. And as for why I would do that, well, again, there's the aforementioned 922R compliance, but there's also the fact that it just makes this a much more versatile rifle. Number one, it's more comfortable for someone who learned to fire a weapon or learned to shoot a rifle with a pistol grip style rifle. Number two, a lot of people don't like the short length of pull that SKSs have. So with this stock, you have an adjustable length of pull. Here you can see the difference between the unmodified SKS length of pull and the length of pull with the Choate stock in it. As you can see, fully collapsed, they're about the same. The Choate has just a little bit more, but if you want that longer length of pull, I mean, there you go, man. Extend the stock, you've got a lot more room for your if you have them big gorilla arms. It's a lot lighter than the wood stock version, even though it isn't lighter than the fiberglass version I had, the jungle stock. But you know, I think it just gives it a lot more usefulness as a more modern type rifle. It's real easy to install. If you are over on Gunstreamer, this is the part where I'll go ahead and have the video right now about the installation. But since this is YouTube, you know, you guys get the neutered version because YouTube doesn't like us to show how to install stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I can't show you here. But if you want to see that, head on over to my Gunstreamer channel and watch the entire uncut, totally uncensored, unneutered video. In order to eject the magazine, you pull back on the magazine release button, take it out. Unless you have one of these Pro Mag / Archangel LVX magazines. This happens to be the 20 rounder. They also come in a 35. These have a magazine release paddle on it, on the magazine itself, that actuates the magazine release lever. These work really well with this Choate stock. So as you can see, there's a traditional magazine latch. You pull back on the latch, magazine rocks out. With this one, it has an AK style magazine release on the magazine. As you depress the magazine release lever, it pushes back the built-in magazine latch on the rifle, and you're able to rock it out. These, if you're an SKS fan and you have a detachable, you have it set up so you're using detachable mags, these right here, this is it. That's definitely the way to go. So the Choate Machine and Tool SKS replacement stock adds some functionality to the rifle. I think it also looks cool, especially if you have that 20 round magazine. As I said, Archangel /Pro Mag makes a 35 round magazine for this too, with the lever in it. And I think they're just really cool. So I'm gonna have to get a couple of the 35 rounders. You know, this makes this rifle a heck of a lot lighter, makes it a lot more versatile for as far as adjustability to different shooters goes, and you know, just looks really cool. So I'm Mike, this is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and that was my look at the Choate Machine and Tool SKS replacement stock. If you like what you saw, please like, share, subscribe. Consider becoming a patron on my Patreon account. Every little bit helps me bring you content like this. And as always, come on back. Maybe we'll learn something together.